Seeing as it's K-Tango hours, I declare an unboxing. Sábado Domingo. Okay, let's bring it up. Now, so I'm guessing this is my airsoft gun that I just ordered. And the thing is, though, that it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be if it's an airsoft gun, because the cane brake is really freaking heavy. Now, if this is the airsoft gun and it's that heavy, that's fine. I mean, I would assume it's metal, right? It's supposed to be metal, isn't it? So let's find out. But anyway, it's one of those moments where it's like, dude, is something going to be wrong? And then it's like, probably going to be fine now. It's probably going to be great. But, you know, anxiety is a normal part of the purchasing expensive things process. Yep. Alright, so we got, this is, I think this is what I think it is. And this is black, although it was listed as black and it looked gray on the website, but I'm not about to complain. Barrett, M82A1. In Call of Duty, this is kind of like the Signal 50, and that's all I'll say about it for right now. That's a SCAR, isn't it? FN. I'm starting to actually remember some real stuff now. Oh, and this is just like the Romeo sight I'm about to put on it. Although it's a little different, actually. I like the branding, though. Oh, that's interesting. Is this a Virginian company? Stark. Like Jesse Joe Stark. I think I'm going to wrap this grip probably with some athletic tape. Okay, this is a good start. I also like boxes. These types of boxes are really exciting. The first box that I remember being really excited about is our refrigerator box when I was like 2 years old. We got a new refrigerator in this house, and there was a huge box right here, and it was like, you know how it feels to get in like a hot tub or something? Like a fairly big hot tub? That's how I felt getting in that box when I was 2 years old. And that's my first conscious memory where I was aware of my age as well. Okay. Now, I'm getting this too because we're going to put this on it as well, as long as it works, as long as everything's as it should be. I forgot which way's the front. Oh, great. I literally forgot which way is the front. And, you know what sucks is that the box that it came in has gone missing. And I try to keep all my boxes, so I don't know how that happened. Alright, supported licensed products, yep. Alright, airsoft only, made in China. Do not brandish in public, meaning do not pretend or try to make anyone else think that it's a real firearm. Don't even brandish it as an airsoft gun. Because it would be very easy to do that and then get shot with a real gun. EMG, E-Bike Manufacturing Group, was established in 2001 with a mission to create the ultimate training weapons for law enforcement, military training, and war game simulations. I am in the third category. War game. I'm a war gamer. I'm a war gamer and a simulation enthusiast. The EMG way. You cannot Wikipedia or Google a word to describe what we do. It is not tradition, though our craft is timeless. Limitless is too limiting. Enduring is not enduring enough. Innovaction, like innovation, can only begin to describe it. They got spicy on that one. See, we sculpt, paint, and explore. But explorers, sculptors, and painters, we are not. We are experts in airsoft and training weapons. We want the owners of every piece of EMG training equipment to be the proud, the elite, to love what you do, and to dominate the battlefield. The EMG vision is to create the ultimate airsoft training weapon, the perfect equipment we would use ourselves. To materialize this vision, there's only one way, the EMG way. And now, before I open this one, let's review. We're not going to review all of my training purpose purchases, but we are going to review the most important and recent and relevant. So, in this box, thank you to Rand Tactical and EMG, there was this piece, also airsoft, and then this is the flashlight is a real Foxtrot 2, which I purchased along with the first one that I got, which was in the series of what I've been doing, is the M17 pellet gun. That was the first one I got, and I got this too. And as you can see, that is rated for real firearms, although I don't own any real firearms. And so is this. This Romeo sight is rated for firearms as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so I've loved this thing so far. I haven't actually gotten any real good successful fires out of it yet, but I haven't really tried a lot. And I do have a higher PSI gas canister now. I think that was the problem. But even if I never get a really good strong fire out of it, although I would definitely need to tell the manufacturers if that was the case, or ask them if I'm doing something wrong. Even if I never get a good fire out of it, I'm still happy with it because I just wanted it, to have. Anyway, I need to take a quick drink of water. Go ahead and get started on this. I like this top layer of foam. The way they package their boxes, it feels very personalized. Yep, here it is. Oh, it's so cute. And it is, okay, so it's definitely got some weight to it, definitely, for sure. But it is not nearly as heavy as the cane brake, the MCX Rattler that I have next door. It's a pellet gun. This one's airsoft, obviously. Gas blowback. You can see it's clearly airsoft. I know that you would be remiss to always assume that anything with an orange tip is always airsoft, but in this case it definitely is. I did not order a magazine, and it doesn't come with a magazine. I'm okay with that. I'm going to put a rag in there for now. By rag, I don't mean some dirty, a dirty cloth. I mean just, let me think. Should I use a towel? What kind of... I think I know which one I want to use. I'm going to use this one. When I was in Los Angeles staying at hostels and stuff, there were some Japanese people that I met, and one of them, I think there was more than one, but yeah, anyway, one of them gave me this. I'm pretty sure it's from his band. I might have even had a CD at some point, or it's from, I think it is from a band though. The only reason I'm putting this in here is so that it doesn't collect debris while I don't have a magazine in it. No one taught me that, it just occurred to me it would be a good idea. Or at least I don't remember anyone teaching me that. You know what, this is too big, I think. I should use a much smaller one. Cool towel though, cool towel. I'm actually gonna leave it right here for now, just give it a change of pace. I guess I'll just use a regular, I didn't even know if it was actually going to show up today or not, so I didn't plan too far ahead. Let's see. Looks like, okay. So, it is going to be an actual rag that I'm using probably, but I'm going to do my best not to pick one that's like really dirty. Now, if it had like, lubricant oil for like this, I was about to say for firearms, but for this type of gun, then it would be fine if it had that on it, as long as it wasn't too much, because I'm not trying to get everything dirty. But I'm not in that situation. So, let's see. I've got something like this, or maybe, wait, what's that? Yellow, that's too big. How about these? There. That'll probably do it. It's brand new too. Yeah, it's a clean one. It's just a small towel. I guess that's another way of saying it. Rag is an interesting word. Can even refer to magazines. Isn't that interesting? It just basically just means anything that you can grab quickly to clean something up with. But if you don't want to consider something a rag, you might say like, well, that's only for specific purposes, right? Yeah, specifically to grab quickly and clean something up with, and then you get into a fight with your brother or something. I'm an only child, so I can't participate. Ah, you know what? Even this is too big. And yes, that's what she said. Okay, I guess we'll do paper towels then. New rack acquired. I'm sure I could figure something else out too. And you might think this is unnecessary, but I think it is important to protect internals. Yeah, paper towel will do it. There you go. Okay. So let's see. I think this is really cool. It's one of the main reasons I actually did decide to get this particular piece. Is this little insignia. I'm a music enjoyer. Okay, let's see, Oregon. 22189. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's see. Button. That works. And yes, at some point I've seen that it looks like you can disassemble this. So at some point I will definitely be looking to figure out how to do that, so that I can practice taking it apart and putting it back together. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Is it not gonna? It looks like it might not close. That's weird. Oh, it probably has to have a mag in order for it to close. Okay, and then let's see. Alright, we can put it on safe and fire in between now and then. So let's put it on fire. Cool. Now, Oh, the trigger locks back when you pull it on fire when it's empty. Oh-ho! I better pull the, this shouldn't be that far up or else it'll clip into the shit. I don't want that. Damn it. Hold on. Almost. We almost got it. I gotta be able to pull it out. But I gotta make sure it doesn't get stuck up in there. Yep, there you go. And one of the main reasons I got the gas blowback is because I really wanted this realistic mechanism. And this one has the upgraded internals, which I think is really important. This is the like $900 one. And then grip stock out. Really? Hold on. Yeah, there you go. That feels great. That feels absolutely amazing. And it's got multiple adjustments. It is potentially a little bit fragile though. We'll have to be careful with that. Different levels of compression, I like it. 3 different options. Fully collapsed, mid for when you're not, because when you're fully collapsed, it's like you really need to get in there. When you're at mid, it's like you've got some personal space, but you don't want to get too comfortable. And if you're pulling this thing all the way out, your target better be pretty far from you, in my opinion. Unless you're doing some sort of like genius, like trickery play or whatever. Or whatever is very important when talking about this. Now, my understanding is that what's holding this together is this pin. I haven't really studied this, like the rifle disassembly process yet, but that seems like it is the thing. And I don't want to mess with it right now. I'll deal with that later. I just want to be happy that I have it right now. Okay, alright, let's put the box back. Let's put this stuff, and I will be using this over time, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, and then I can probably even put those stickers and stuff back in. But first what I'm going to do is, since this is what came with it, let's do this one first, and then we'll do the optic. There's no iron sights, which is fine, because I was not planning on using iron sights anyway, necessarily. I do need a screwdriver. It's this one. C'est touch noodle artisan? I'm experimenting with different ways of brewing hops, specifically. Okay. Oh shit. Alright, well, we'll just deal with them from now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, okay. What the? Wait a minute. Please tell me that's not incompatible. I think I just have to, like, slam it. Now, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a little surprise that I was thinking about. There we go. Okay, I didn't even have to do it that hard. I just had to. Gentle pressure was enough. Now, some things that I would, in retrospect, think about with regards to, why is this not working? With regards to placement. One of them is partially a reveal for the surprise later, which, don't get too excited about it. But the other one is just, the first one is, you really got to think, obviously, first and foremost about how it feels holding it comfortably. But then you got to think, if it's too close this way, it could interfere with you grabbing the magazine or clearing anything from here. And if you put it too far over here, then you don't have the option of putting something on here as well. And I might even have to, that's the second thing. Once again, don't get that excited, but like, I might even have to bring it over one more. But it feels, the first and foremost, it feels good where it's at. Okay, so that's the first part. Once again, it's just a simple screwdriver. And I didn't tighten it too much because it's like, you want to be able to take it off again. You don't want to strip anything. Okay, now I feel like a fucking idiot, but I forget which way the Romeo sight goes. I guess I could just turn it on and find out. Other way, wait, hold on, that's right. It's really dim at first. Yep, it's this way. Okay. Alright, so even if I'm an idiot, I can still figure it out through trial and error, which is definitely good. I think that was the wrong way. Hold on. Yep, gotta go this way. This really hurts. You know it's for a real firearm because it hurts your hands. You're wearing gloves most of the time. Probably, and if you're not, well, a little pain on your hands probably isn't, a little pain on your hands from screwing a screw like that probably isn't the worst of your worries. So along with the box, the tool for this has disappeared. Damn it. Turn it back over. I'm deciding to put it right in the magwell. Like I'm not in the magwell, sorry. Right over top of the magwell. Anyway, the tool for this disappeared, along with the box. Damn it, dude. Fortunately, my dad has developed a fairly robust, basic tool collection, so I had the hex piece for it. Now, I wonder, because I'm worried about stripping it. No, the first one's right. It shouldn't be that difficult anyway. Yeah, you want it to be secure, but at the same time, that's a consideration to think about, isn't it? If you're using a real firearm and you've got something screwed onto a Picatinny rail, is the vibration from igniting the firearm as such, is that going to shake it loose? You know what I mean? It seems pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I mean, right now it doesn't really matter how I zero it at all, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to collapse the stock again. So I'm just basically, the whole point of this is I basically just wanted to be able to carry this around with me. And, if I want to practice drills or whatever, but I'm not even going to focus too much on practicing drills. I really just wanted to have it to be comfortable with it. I'll put it this way, and then you can interpret it however you want, because it's up for interpretation, but, and don't worry, I'll order a magazine soon. I know leaving this open isn't the best idea either. In fact, I should probably put a rubber band on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But what I was saying is that, just like, think about this. Like, if you're a sports person, what's it called? I like to think of the manga called Whistle, where it's like, okay, so if you're a soccer player, like, you know, especially if you want to go to the professional level, you might want to keep a soccer ball on you in your house and stuff, and just keep it around with you. Why did I come up here? Something was missing or something. Rubber bands. These might snap, but I'm going to start with these. See if this works. It's probably gonna snap, isn't it? Oh! I thought those were rubber bands. Okay. And then I'll probably do one more. Like I said, don't worry, I'll order a magazine soon. I just didn't want to get greedy and try to get everything all at once. Make sure that this would get here first. That should do it for now. Also, another thing, it goes to reason that, you know, we're not likely to see guns and gun-type things disappear off this planet anytime soon. So I feel like it's important to be comfortable with them. You know, as comfortable as you should be. You obviously should have a very high level of discomfort when it comes to, you know, the idea of being shot with a gun, the idea of shooting someone else with a gun. I don't think you should be comfortable with that. But I do think that if you're going to have the chance to come across them in life, it's better to be familiar with them than not. So yeah, now I have two really cool pieces. This one, which I'm very happy with, which keeps me company. And once again, I'm not planning on carrying this stuff around with me 24/7. It's just I want to be able to feel like I can pick them up when I feel like it, you know, when I need to, as long as there's nothing in the way, and that, you know, they're there for me. So. Also, the little surprise thing I was talking about, you know, once again, it's actually more surprising to me because I just remembered. I've got this Feiachi laser, and I thought it might be kind of cool to put that on the bottom rail and take it off of this Walther. I've got the Allen wrench specifically sized for it next door, but I'm gonna go see if we have one of the right sizes down here first. This is a BB gun. You know, I don't own any real firearms because I have a history of how do I put it? I have a history of being put in difficult situations, and then coming out of it being labeled as someone unfit for, you know, this reason or that reason. And I definitely don't deny that I've had trouble in my life, but the blame has not been spread evenly, let's put it that way. And I'm probably in a lot better mental health than most of the people in the world who have firearms. But, you know, I'm not judging. I'm not trying to take them away. I'm just pointing out. I think I still need some more time before I'm ready to own a firearm because of what I've been through and because of the environment. You know, it's not just about my ability to make decisions with a powerful tool. It is also about how the people around me perceive me and the way that they would influence me. That's a very important part of this. You can have really good decision-making skills on a normal everyday basis, but if you're terribly susceptible to people influencing you to make bad decisions, and once again, I'm not speaking bad on anyone specifically. It can happen if you just don't prepare in your environment. You know, you need to develop proper support systems. You need to recognize when your environment isn't healthy. There we go. And I would rather not have to, you know, wield a firearm if I don't have to, so I'm not complaining about it right now. I am going to comment that realistically, if things were working the way they were supposed to work, there's no reason that I, of all people, should not be able to own a firearm. And I'll just leave it at that for now, because I don't want to start any more infighting than there already is. I thought this was a spicy little, cute little idea right here with this Feyachi laser. We'll see if it works or not. And I don't feel like zeroing it right now. Like I said, I don't plan on firing this thing right now. So I don't plan on zeroing the optic or the laser. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about getting a laser box at some point. But that's pretty cool. That's definitely cool. So I think this is what I'm going to sit with for now. I think it's a very nice setup with the Romeo sight. Which I thought was grayer than it is. It's actually tanner than I remember. But that's fine, because, you know, I don't need it all to be color matchy-matchy, especially with this big orange tip on the end of it. That kind of throws off the color scheme if you're trying to keep it all, like, uniform or whatever. But anyway, so this grip is black, and I believe it's modifiable. I could change it out if I wanted to, but I'm okay with it right now. This is black, and this is like some sort of gunmetal gray. And then this is, and it's Cerakoted, by the way. And then this is just black again. Red laser. This is a red laser. As I was mentioning earlier, I'm thinking about getting Picatinny adapters for the sides. And then I was thinking it would be cool to put a laser box on this side and a flashlight. Either a laser, maybe the laser box should have a flashlight, so laser and flashlight. And then, you know what I was thinking would be really cool? Instead of having a flashlight on this side, having a black light flashlight. I thought that would be sick. So if I remember that by the time I have the budget to do these things, then I think that's what I'm going to do. Because black lights are fun. And, if it's nighttime and you want to shine a light and you don't want to burn your eyes out, then black light can be fun too. And what was I gonna say? So those involved over all the years since I was very young. Also, thank you for playing laser tag with me. This is Anonymous, signing out.